think that you're this close to being done with your book. We only have about 4 more weeks of writing. So for every single week that you work until the 4 weeks are up, you need to write about 5 paragraphs. So that's a lot, but I know that you can do it. So as you're writing your paragraphs, I want you to think about your story flow, and I want you to really work on making your paragraphs as detail-oriented without a lot of fluff words. So what do I mean by that? So let's listen to a couple of sentences. I grew lots of flowers in my backyard. And then it would be, I grew 34 varieties of daylilies in my backyard. Now, which one gives you more information so that the reader can really think about it? It was the second one, right? So you're going to add in information, but I don't want you to add in fluff words. Now, what are fluff words? Fluff words are 2 different types of words. One fluff word would be saying like incredibly handsome or very. And I love what Mark Twain said. He said every time he was tempted to use the word very, he would substitute it out with a naughty word that I can't say on this video. And then his editor would scratch out the naughty word instead of very, and it would make more sense. And so that's the way he handled it. And I love that way of handling it, but don't use naughty words. Just don't use the word very. We used to call it, when I was growing up, we used to call it very picking. So you can go through your paper, you can pick out all the varies and get rid of them. Now the second type of fluff word is when you try to impress your audience with your great words. Really, when a reader is reading a story, you're trying to make them a part of what you're doing. So you want to describe things in such detail that they know exactly what you're feeling and what you're thinking, all of those great things, but you don't want to load them down with difficult words. So like, for example, if you said, if a boy was saying, hey dad, can you help me lift this log? You wouldn't want to say, hey father, or excuse me, father, excuse me, very important father, would you facilitate this log lifting endeavor with me? That would just be like, oh, that's hard on the reader's head. And it doesn't flow naturally with the character. So keep in mind this week to write your 5 paragraphs. Remember that you want to go very picking, so no varies if you can possibly avoid it. You want to use words that go along with your character, with what your characters would actually say. And don't try to be overly impressing to your reader with fluff words. And keep your sentences short and to the point. So that's what you're going to work on this week in class. We have a couple of activities for you to do. And then for next week, you're going to write those 5 paragraphs. Okay? Excellent. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.